of thing happening. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of thing happening. There's a lot of moving parts here. Good Lord. We're supposed to be joined by Frank Cotolo at some game. Bunny was. Can you hear me? Can you Skype and
hang on, I'll find the right button there. Just a minute.
It is a fantastic bunny. They're look like a gangster.
It's a bad thing. We do what we gotta do.
That's going through a rap phase.
I love rappers.
You know, when we have our guest on here. Okay, we are live here on 90BB, Rhode Island, all places.com today. Jaguar.com, live video at our website, k.com and Jiggy.com, and Facebook as well, and YouTube. We have got the bunny with us. She do her thing. And is it
laptop power up too?
Is it raining in Seattle?
And it's always raining. I mean, cloudy with a chance.
Will it be in Washington?
Can we rust? I mean, come on.
That is awesome.
Hurt anymore, but
well, you are with this. You've had a.
There's
all things going on in your life.
So, the Hit Bunny, and I'll be on.
Jeez. Okay, we are. I believe we've guessed. I can't see you. Where?
Really?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure it out. For some reason, I guess I couldn't.
Your image. It's probably a Skype issue. For you don't know. Guy to become a farm girl. But congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
She is all. So, you are. What I think is funny about your Twitter profile is that your location is the second circle of hell.
Yes, lust.
So, Bunny, have you ever been to the second circle of hell? Have you ever?
I feel like it. I mean, look at me, but no, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't know. So, not today. But I feel like I feel you. I feel like I've been there. That's a beautiful name, by the way. I just wanted to tell you.
Thank you very much.
So, Harley, tell us a little bit about your background and everything, because you've won awards. You're a co-host of a popular radio program. You're a big-time perv magnet. All sorts of things.
Well, I started in the industry as an exotic dancer back in 2007. So I'm creeping up on almost 14 years in the business.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been really fortunate in my time to, meet amazing people and, be part of some really, really fun opportunities. I met Dick Dangle, just by chance in 2017 in New Jersey at Exotica, and we clicked, and he had me interviewed on the show, and, it was so good that it kind of jumped off from there, and I've been doing amateur clips now for roughly about the same amount of time. Same with cam. I've been doing cam stuff now for right around the same amount of time. It's been a very long time that I've been in the industry. So there isn't a lot that I haven't tried or seen, that I've kind of seen it all in my days.
That's awesome. We are joined by Harley Marie today. HarleyMarieXXX.com is her official website. So, Bunny...
Yes.
I know you've probably got some questions for Harley, so.
First of all, I was going to ask how old she was, because she said she's been in the business for 14 years, and you really don't sound that old at all.
I get that a lot. I will actually be 33 on the same day that I joined the industry. This May will be 14 years that I've joined, so.
Wow. And so I know you still get a lot of those teen roles, right? Because you probably look very young and beautiful, I'm sure.
I think if it wasn't for all of the tattoos that I have, I would probably get more of those. As far as my face, I look like a girl next door, but if you look at the rest of my body, I just don't really fit that portrayal, I guess.
I like tattoos, though. We all like those.
Yeah, I've got a ton of them. And I'm a professional body piercer, too, so I'm definitely a part of that lifestyle.
Wow.
Nice. Awesome.
That's pretty badass. How did you get into being a professional body piercer?
That was good.
I started kind of putting needles through my own body when I was in high school just for fun, and it progressed into
Wow.
you know, my friends had shops, and you know, they kind of took me under their wing, and I apprenticed for them, and you know, I was able to get a job at a shop for a little while, and you know, I loved it. I loved being a part of it. I'm not in a shop now. I kind of just pierce my friends if they need something. Like if I go to events, I might take my stuff and like pierce my friends. But for me, being in the adult industry is way more financially beneficial than sitting at a tattoo shop potentially getting piercings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many tattoos and then how many well, first of all, how many piercings do you have that you've done?
So I have done collectively, because I've done a bunch of them, and then I've taken them out just to kind of like practice and like get an idea and stuff. I've probably done a total of like 30 on myself, mostly in like my ears. I did one of my belly button piercings myself. I've got 4 in my belly button. I've got double nipple piercings in my nipples. Right now, if I just had to count off the top of my head, I would probably say that I have close to 30 piercings. Over time, I've probably had close to 60. And then tattoos, I honestly lost count quite a few years ago, but I would say probably about 50.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So another question, because inquiring minds want to know, and I'm sure Jiggy is interested. Like, do you have the corset piercing, you know, on your lips?
So I don't have the corset piercing. I want to get one of those done, but I know that for the most part, those aren't a long-term piercing. Your body, for the most part, will reject those over time. So it's more of like do it, take some really pretty pictures, you know, once they're, you know, feeling good and they're not all red. And then for the most part, you're going to have to take them out. I haven't done any of those. I think my craziest ones are my double nipple piercings and all 4 sides of my belly button. Both of those, I think, attract a lot of people because they're not really common piercings. My cheeks, I did my cheeks twice, and neither one of them worked out. I kind of have really fat cheeks, so between my fat cheeks and the swelling, the barbells that we use just weren't long enough. So I'm gonna brave a 3rd time to try to do that again, but if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna tap out because the 2nd time was pretty gnarly. So I don't have anything like crazy off the wall, not yet, but I have a lot of plans.
Do you have gauges in your ears?
I did have gauges. I think I got up to like a 6, and then I just kind of stopped dealing with it.
Wow, you're a lot braver than I started with piercing myself, but wow, I don't know. I wanted the corset, and so I didn't know what I thought. Well, surely you probably have had that at least, and I don't know.
And you have to be really careful with them because if you've got them laced up, you can catch them on stuff. And, you know, a lot of times they're the O-rings or the D-rings that are used with them. So you can lace them up. And it's the scarring, I will tell you, that I have seen over my years in the industry. It can get very, very brutal. So it's kind of one of those things that you definitely have to research and know the commitment that you're making before you do that. Because, depending on where you get them to, it can be a very, very hard piercing. I talked a guy out of doing a vertical industrial one time, and I told him, I was like, man, like there are some things that I wouldn't even try to do, and I finally got him to tap out, and luckily I did because I got the one of them done through a traditional industrial, and he started throwing up and almost passed out, and I was like, all right, like
Wow.
I'm gonna take this out of your head, clean up the blood, and you know, you got to get out. You can't do this. So I feel like I've performed, you know, a lot of, I can't even really say crazy piercings. I feel like a lot of people don't really get crazy with their piercings anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something. I don't think anybody's doing all that because they've done it all. Everybody's done it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did some. I mean, I didn't do the nipples, or I did the belly button ring and the whole, you know, back in the day before kids. So
And everybody's surprised too. Everybody thinks that my nipple piercings hurt a lot worse than they did, but the two sides of my belly button hurt far worse than my nipples did.
Yeah, that was almost like bite your tongue kind of seizure type pain in the belly button area. I don't know why I even thought that would be less, but you did a double nipple though, and
yes. So I have X's on mine.
I'm sorry, Skype cut out just a little bit.
Skype kind of chopped up there.
Sorry. So I have like a traditional one that goes vertical, and then I have another one that goes behind that one that's horizontal. So like they're X's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people really like those, which is, I love them. They're one of my favorite piercings, but I mentally expected it to be a lot worse than it was, but it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I was more worried about my boob job. I was like, please don't get anywhere near my implants.
Oh, right.
You know, like, I know you're going deeper, like, just stay away from the boobs, please.
And what size are you in the breast area? I'm just curious. I mean, I can't see you, so I'm just trying to get the full visual here.
I am a 36 double D.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice choice. Yeah.
They're nice, big, and fake, but I want them bigger. But
go big or go home, right?
Yeah, so when I got them, I was playing with all of the different implants that they have, and I was squishing one of the ones, and they're it's called a gummy bear implant, so it's like so it's a silicone gel. Mine feel real, like they're very squishy, and they feel fantastic. I love playing with them.
You have the gummy bears. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Where are you located? Because I want to come film.
I am currently in North Carolina, but I definitely want to travel to some expos and stuff, so maybe we can link up at one of the events. You can love all over me.
Nice. I will. Hey, which one are we going to, Jig, next month?
Well, we're supposed to be at Exotica in
Chicago. Yeah.
Rosemont, Illinois, but they say it's Chicago.
Oh, is they? Oh, okay. I haven't been to that one. I heard it's a lot of fun, but I haven't been out there yet.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the gummy bear, but
they're all the time, and I feel I just like being able to say that, like, I got gummy bear titties.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Whole new
I know,
that would be
right?
right. That's right. We would be in Rhode Island. Okay, as well, and both on Facebook. Sabbatical. I think heard the got with a battery. What was this?
James, you
tell me and Harley about this.
Oh God, no! It was a propane canister.
A propane tank. That was Harley. Have you ever been hit in the head with a propane tank?
No.
That's why I didn't make it real quick. I got hair over there that I hear there's witches around, so we might.
Okay.
Give it to her handle it. I don't know nothing about it. I just heard it can be done.
That is awesome.
I heard so in this story that I don't know.
I don't know anything about it either, and then
she could be violent, and I'm in the middle.
Pushed me to
my
be
feet
violent.
cold, and she wouldn't move and get the fuck going. I struck her with a
canister.
Jeez.
Good God.
But like I didn't see her after. It was bad.
It was bad.
Lethal.
That is amazing.
And heal at the same time.
We've
do
got
what you do.
Bears.
You can switch them all you want. Really good sleevers. I think that's I'm great.
No, I'm good.
So I have been trying to get her nipples pierced.
Oh.
As a body pierce, what do I got to do to
and if it's just a matter of being a little bit of research and find somebody in general area located in, because progression, go through people and look as like a type of pain as far as like getting them pierced. Tell people that it doesn't hurt at getting your ears pierced or something like that. It's not like that with the nipples. Nipples, it burns. So, if there's a minute of, a burning sensation, you're fine. But The nipples, I think, are intimidating because people was